AMD has its biggest leak in years. Neopets got hacked, and now you can buy Windows 11. Let's get into the hot news, everybody. I'm your Brett host. We're going to be going over the hottest tech news that I can find on the internet while you enjoy your breakfast. Currently, I am traveling with my wife and my son for medical reasons. We're in Boston right now for some research for his rare disease, and we're going to be visiting Boston Children. So hot news is going to be on the road for the foreseeable future, but that doesn't mean the tech news stops. So we're going to talk about AMD's biggest leak in years with regards to something they leaked themselves, with AMD accidentally releasing videos for its RTX Voice competitor. RTX Voice, in case you're not familiar, is the voice noise cancellation, noise suppression technology that actually took the world by storm when it got unveiled, with many people trying it out. I think it was Barnacules way back when, who had like a leaf blower and pounding on the table with a hammer in order to show just how good RTX Voice is, and because it allegedly uses the tensor cores that are on NVIDIA's graphics cards. Well, AMD has not had an answer for that until now, or until in the future when they actually come out with it. And this is actually one of the reasons why people have said you should pick up NVIDIA cards as opposed to AMD cards, just because the software stack isn't as good with AMD. But the video that got posted on Reddit shows AMD's noise suppression technology that will be featured in the Radeon Adrenalin drivers, and is simply going to be called AMD's noise suppression, delivering two-way noise reduction that works across various apps and games. And you can see the video right here showing off the noise suppression leak that we're expecting AMD to come out with. It does say that it's powered by real-time deep learning algorithms. What that actually means, do you need a modern card in order to run this? It was found out with RTX Voice that you could get by with GTX 9 series cards because it wasn't actually using the tensor cores, but this could potentially help AMD to catch up in terms of software stack in order to make it a more viable competitor to NVIDIA. Let me know if this actually sways your purchasing decisions. Do the software supports on each side of the team actually matter to you, or are you just looking for the best raw gaming experience, in which case you probably went AMD anyways, right? Well, the world is going the way of AI. It's just making its way in everything, and including chess. This is not the first story to come out about a chess playing robot, but this is the first story that I've heard of that a chess playing robot got violent against its opponent in Russia. A 7-year-old opponent got its finger broken by a chess playing robot, with officials saying that the child violated safety rules by taking turns too quickly, saying the robot broke the child's finger. This is of course bad. There's a video of the incident. We will not be showing it here, but then going on to say there are certain safety rules and the child apparently violated them. When he made his move, he did not realize he first had to wait. Whose job was it to tell the kid he had to wait? And saying this is an extremely rare case, the first that I can recall, saying that the boy made a move and after that we need to give time for the robot to answer, but the boy hurried and the robot grabbed him. Either way, he said the robot suppliers were going to have to think again. The robot attacked the child for trying to play again, regardless of whether or not the child actually broke chess rules. I don't think that was a proper recourse by the robot to take. Violence from AI is now happening, and what's also happening is violence in the crypto market. Bitcoin down 1% to be at $22,310. Ethereum also down 0.5% to be at $15.58, and Dogecoin down 3.63% to be at 6.6 cents. But that's not the biggest violence in the crypto market. Actually, that comes on behalf of GameStop, who actually, I don't know if you know this, released an NFT marketplace recently where you can get NFTs on GameStop's marketplace. But one of the worst ones to come out was an NFT that mimics a victim of 9/11 known as Falling Man. The NFT replicates the famous image of somebody who jumped out of the Twin Towers back when it got attacked in 2001. GameStop has since removed it, but one of the biggest issues with this is that GameStop's NFT platform is curated, so GameStop has actually had to approve the artist because they had to apply first. So it seems like there was manual approval of this, and then once the internet got hold of it, it got taken down and no longer exists. But what does exist, I can guarantee it today because I talked to him about it. We've got UFD Deals from Reece. What you got for us, buddy?
Hey friends, Reece here, bringing the hottest tech deals out on the internet, and we're starting strong today with an AMD Ryzen 7 5700G, an 8-core 16-thread CPU with built-in Radeon graphics. This comes bundled with the AMD Reece Stealth Cooler for only $219, which is a steal at 39% off. And next we have the LG 32-inch Ultra Gear QHD gaming monitor going for only $396.99. This comes with LG's Nano IPS panel and 165Hz refresh rate, along with 98% coverage of the DCI P3 color space. And today we're keeping the deals rolling with our friends over at Green Man Gaming and their 2022 summer sale. The festival of discounts includes games from publishers such as Square Enix, Capcom, Bandai Namco, 2K, Ubisoft, and more. A few of the great titles available are The Quarry, the latest choice-driven horror by Supermassive Games, currently going for 41% off, as well as one of my favorite games to come out in the last year, Tiny Tina's Wonderland, which is 34% off. Sale ends soon on the 29th of July, so make sure to take advantage of these deals while you still can. You can find the link to these deals and more in the video description. Cheers.
Those are some great deals. Thank you, Reece. But what's also a good deal is if you're a T-Mobile customer, because you got your data breached. A lot of 77 million customers got their data breached, but now they're agreeing to pay $350 million to settle lawsuits over that data breach. The information that got obtained by the hackers was pretty bad. T-Mobile's trying to settle this as quickly as possible. It still has to be approved by the courts. How much each person's going to get remains to be seen. It's 77 million customers for $350 million. I think that means each person gets like $50 million. It should be a good payday for most people. But that's not the only hack in the news. Neopets getting hacked. 69 million user accounts appear to be up for sale on a hacking website, which nice, number one. Number two, it's going to have passwords and IPs along with the site source code and account data being stolen from Neopets, which just means that I should be able to get my account back from when I was like 10 years old. I'm excited for this. This should mean I should be able to play Neopets again. I'm absolutely stoked. Neopets saying that they're investigating it. They're hiring a leading forensics firm to look into it. And so in case you're upset about your personal data being revealed on Neopets, now might be a good time to go fix it. And now we're just gonna quickly fix ourselves through EV news because there was a lot that happened last week that I didn't get to cover. Tesla had their Q2 earnings report talking about how they're gonna start 4680 battery cell production in Texas this quarter, which is a big deal because that means that they'll actually have the structural battery pack integrated into the Model Ys. They also said that they sold most of their Bitcoin at a slight loss, and then on top of that, even though they delivered 250,000 cars, their revenue is decreasing and also their expenses are going up because they're trying to ramp up 2 different factories at the same time. The one in Texas and the one over in Germany. The one in China actually had to shut down in Q2 for a little bit. So we are expecting a larger Q3 out of Tesla, and Elon Musk said that we should expect a 2 million car run rate this year, which is actually quite high considering the fact that Ford just announced that number one, they're going to be cutting 8,000 jobs to its internal combustion engine departments, but then on top of that, their run rate for EVs should be about 600,000 per year now, and they might catch up to Tesla at 2 million per year in 2025, at which point Tesla should potentially be beyond that once its factories get up and running. So EVs on Ford's side still need a lot of development, but Rivian actually starting to develop their relationship with Amazon with the last mile delivery vans being delivered to Amazon, and they'll start popping up in major cities across the United States before the end of the year. And what's also popping up on benchmarking sites before the end of this year, which of course it is anyways, the i5 13600K, which is the mid-tier chip. We're seeing benchmarks come out about that. Single core score, absolutely great, like one would expect based on the 13900K scores that we're seeing, but in multi-threaded performance, we're seeing it potentially perform up to a Ryzen 9 5950X, which is pretty impressive considering the fact that the 13600K is only supposed to have 14 cores, 6 performance cores, and 8 efficiency cores, catching up to AMD's 16 performance cores. And Apple is trying to catch up with the times by redesigning their Apple Watch. And according to new reports, they're going to be releasing a first redesign since 2018 with the Apple Watch Pro. It's supposed to be larger, it's supposed to be more beefier, it's supposed to have a bigger battery, more durable, and potentially with a low power mode, it should be able to have multi-day battery operation. This is something that I am looking forward to. It's supposed to also have features such as body temperature sensing. However, rumored features such as blood pressure or glucose monitoring are supposed to be delayed until future iterations. But based on the fact that I think my #1 most used Apple device is the Apple Watch, I'm kind of excited for this. I want to see how much it costs first, but I haven't updated my Apple Watch, and I think I'm 4 generations old, so I'll be 5 generations old by the time this one comes out. I could go for an upgrade. And that's what I told myself when I saw Dbrand releasing their new skins for the Pixel 6 lineup with Teenage Mutant Ninja Pixels. I want it so badly. I joked in a Discord that I'm now moving over to Android, and people were like, which one do you get? And is it the 6, the 6A? And it's just, I want this skin. It's only 25 bucks, but I'm not switching my phone in order to just get this skin, although I'm very tempted to because this is amazing. And what's also amazing is now you can buy Windows 11. You didn't know that you couldn't, but you couldn't before because you could only buy Windows 10 if you were a DIY PC builder, and then you had to upgrade to Windows 11, which everybody should be doing, I think. But now you can purchase Windows 11 directly from Microsoft so that you can skip the step of buying Windows 10 and then updating it. There you go. And I'm gonna update myself by leaving because I got stuff to do. We gotta go to the hospital. I'll see you guys back here hopefully for more tech news tomorrow, my friends. Bye.